Let's see, maybe that'll bring me back.
Anybody still hear you?
No, they can't hear me or see me. Well, some people can hear me, some people can't.
Oh my.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, someone clicked the wrong button. No, I didn't click any buttons. And it's offline. What the hell? Unbelievable. But apparently I am really offline. Am I on or am I off? Can you guys see me yet? And what the hell? Huh. But it was getting sound. Now you're not getting sound. See, the Adobe thing went off. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on again. Alright, I'm on again.
It's hard to save the world.
God, shut up.
Fortunately, talking about...
Shut up. How about you just make your service actually work instead of adding a commercial? Honestly. Alright, I'm back. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was. I honestly think that Twitch just likes to mess with me. Because I seem to be the only one that has these issues. I think they just like to mess with me. They just don't like me, and they just want to mess with me. They're just like, hey, oh, look who's on. It's that guy, Mike Milo. Let's just mess with him. Hate that guy. That's what I think happens. They're like, oh, there's that guy. I hate that guy. He's from Jersey. Let's irritate him. Oh, well. Glad I'm back. I don't know what happened there. Thanks, Twitch guys. You guys are awesome. Not really. But I guess it's gonna go off again because I said that. I think people really watch these and they're just like, oh, hey, let's randomly... Although, I don't know why anybody would do that. Why would you randomly make your service suck on purpose? You know, if this happens enough, why would anybody want to use their service? So, I don't know. But I'm glad I'm back. I think they are out to get me, Bat Monkey. It's like watching your Saturday morning on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what's up, Sam? Shots fired. Yeah, and you know what's interesting here? Is that now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but now my chat is working. It wasn't working before. And now it's working. I don't know. You know, I just want to draw. I don't want to deal with all that crap. I need my own IT guy just for Twitch, which is kind of stupid. Or I said something politically incorrect, maybe. Yeah, I really think that they do that on purpose. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't say anything bad, did I? I don't think so. Why would they cut me off? I mean, you know what? I mean, maybe it's my internet provider, but that doesn't make any sense either because I still have the internet. The internet was still on. So, I don't know. I even get rid of, I make sure that, you know, Dropbox isn't syncing. I make sure that nothing's going. So, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It really frustrates me, though. Alright. Oh, that's right. It doesn't do that. Alright. Mike looks like he is having a good stream. Pull the plug on him. Yeah, exactly. Right? That's exactly it. It's a Twitch ghost. He is haunting you. Yeah, well, Batmonkey, you saw the ghost in the back that one time. You guys, he totally did, too. He saw some blonde ghost, which we have a ghost here. And he saw it one time on the stream. And then when I went back, he told me about it afterwards. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Because my daughter had been telling me about ghosts. And, that she'd been seeing a ghost, both my daughters. And that it was a blonde girl ghost. And I don't know, it was weird. And then Batmonkey saw it. That's just kind of weird. But yeah, the ghost apparently came from, my daughter works at a place called Cold Stone, which is an ice cream place here. And I think they have them all over the country. I don't know. But I don't know about Europe. But anyway, it's an ice cream shop. And my daughter said that they have the ghost there as well. And that the ghost shows up. Like they can see it on the closed caption camera. When they're in the back, they hear like the doorbell, like somebody's coming in ring, like ding ding kind of thing. Looks like he's sad. That's funny because the eyebrow makes him. Like, never mind. Anyway, so the ghost. Funny. I mean, not really funny because it's kind of creepy, but. Whoa, that was weird. There. Oh, that's so weird. It does that all the time. There. I don't understand this thing. It doesn't like to do two at once because it keeps on going to the wrong one. I think it's because it still registers that my cursor is on it, and then it moves one more. I don't know. It's the ghost again. Now I'm talking about the ghost. So the ghost's getting angry that I'm talking about her. Well, yeah, you should be spooked. yeah, see, Batmonkey even says it. Yeah, it walked right behind me. I'm glad I'm back too. Thanks, Art Yuppie. I don't know what the hell happened there. But I do know that, what time is it? It's 2:22. So we've been going for what? An hour and 22 minutes. So we're halfway through the stream. So the first hour and a half was brought to you by water. And I just spilled water on my Cintiq. Where's the ghost when you need it? Come clean this up, ghost. But that's pretty creepy. Ghosts. I don't know. Do you guys believe in ghosts? Ghosts real? Or is it a fake thing? I've never seen that ghost here. But I will say, this is the one thing. I live in a townhouse complex. And so as you walk up the walkway here, there is an image, like a when they were paving it, excuse me, when they were paving it, some woman walked through the cement in high heels. So there's like walking and it goes right up to our house. So again, the plot thickens, doesn't it? And then now we've got the ghost. So the ghost is here. Anyway, now I'm getting hot. That's getting hot in here. The only ghost I believe is in Slimmer. Who's Slimmer? Is that somebody? Sponsored stream. I did not agree to this. No, it's not a sponsored stream. It's not brought to you by Nestle. I wish it was brought to you by Nestle. It's brought to you by Adobe. But it's... Although I guess I just said water, so what is that? That's brought to you by Planet Earth. or God or something like that. But who's Slimmer? Is that, or do you mean Slimer? He probably means Slimer. H2O proudly sponsors Life. Adobe is Life. It is for a lot of artists, that's for sure. I mean, imagine, Adobe's been around a long time. Imagine life without Photoshop. I mean, some people, I guess, my father-in-law, who's a contractor, could care less. He could care less about Adobe, but I can't imagine my professional life without these tools anymore. I mean, imagine if like the number one thing was Painter. I think I'd kill myself. I mean, Painter's all right, I guess, but yeesh. The interface is terrible. A lot of people like TV Paint, so I guess you could have TV Paint. Again, horrible interface as far as I'm concerned. And you will probably disagree. I'm sure there's people that will disagree. But I personally don't think it's very intuitive. Photoshop I'd say is relatively intuitive. But imagine, I don't know, imagine that. If Adobe had never existed, I don't know. That would be terrible, I think. Although Flash would still exist, and it would still be called Flash, I guess, because it was created by Macromedia, so it would still be here, but still. All right, you know what? And I did that again, didn't I? Well, I'm glad it is here. I get to hang out with all you cool people. All right, now I haven't done anything. Look at that. See? What was that? I don't understand that. It's like it just moved out of nowhere. So I put it on this, and then it works fine. Put it on this, and it works fine. But if you select more than one image at the same time, it doesn't do it. Now, I'm pretty sure... Oh, right here is where he blinks. So, all right. So right here is where I want this to blink. Whoa. Did I? Oh, there's another drawing that I missed. I like that. But now watch. All right, I'm going to do this again. So I've got both selected. I'm going to go to the one that I want. And then bam, it goes back. It must be just my hand is doing something weird. There. Look, I'm not moving my hand. And it moved up. I don't understand that. Let's see, does it do it here? Yep, it does. It still does it. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but I don't like it. No, sir. No, sir. I don't like it at all. Let's see, maybe the keyframe thing doesn't. Maybe that doesn't do it. There, that's better. Let's see, Warvat does a series called The Joy of MS Painting, which might be something of an approximation of Ross. That's funny. I mean, just like, MS Paint? That's funny. Bob Ross at Photoshop? Yeah, maybe. Maybe, I think so. You know what, I just recently got, I got the new version of Paint. I'm curious, does it? No, it's just the regular one. I thought there was they changed this to a 3D version. But I guess not. However, there are stars. There you go, look at that. And a line tool. And a pencil tool. Oh, Open Paint 3D. There it is. Well, there you go. There's a box. Oh, that's neat. Huh. Okay. I'm just sorry. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'll do that at a later time. I was just curious if I had it, and I do, so I'll mess around with that. Alright, so one thing I need to do here, I need another one of these. I think, didn't I like stop my thought halfway through? I was talking about development and then I stopped. I think I did. Well, anyway, that's one thing I do like about this frame picker is that you don't have to like tell it to look at this frame. It just updates instantly. Alright. Yeah, see, that's what I was going for. So now he blinks right there. Alright. What's he doing here? I think he's still... Right, alright, so he's still looking straight. Let's see, let's just do this, and this, and this. Alright, now we're back to square one. Oh, and then I was also gonna... I did do that one drawing, because I did this. And so, right, he needs one more. Let's do that. Shall we? Stream rip. Buffered for a moment. Just refresh. Huh. I don't know. Next time, we paint 3D things. Yeah. Oh, Slender Man. Slender Man. Yeah, that's creepy stuff. Someone would have stepped up in their place. He probably hated all he needed was a knife palette. Yeah, Bob Ross is pretty cool, actually. I don't know what's going on. I think, you know, probably my my internet service provider, who sucks, probably is doing something. I mean, I guess they must do maintenance on Saturdays, which is why I'm the only one that ever has a problem with the streams, which is frustrating. But they must work on Saturdays. But I guess they have to update sometime, right? It just happens to coincide with me, of course. Just like how I seem to be the only one that has a problem with Dropbox. Oh, I'm alive. I'm here. It's all good. Alright. So there's his... I guess I'll go back and color all this stuff now. We're moving at a pretty good clip, really. Let's see. I'm gonna have to color that man at some point too. Think about what colors he's gonna be. I don't know, a lot of it depends on what the background's gonna look like, and I don't really know what that's gonna look like yet. Look at my background guy's gonna do it. Eric Fisher. Good dude. Didn't I just do that? Why is it? No, I didn't. I messed that up. Clear keyframe. Oh, right. I wanted it to do this. And then he blinks, and it's all wrong now because. What's going on? Where you going now?
Want any more?
Oh, all right. That was my wife again. Oh wait, what? You know what? Here, how about this? There, that works nicely. All right, so now he blinks, and bam. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm seeing. That really makes a big difference that I can see what the hell's going on behind there. All right, so now this is where he starts moving again. And so he's gonna move to there. All right. Let's see. Wow. Yeah. All right. So right there is where he changes. Start drawing again. The right side. What happened there? Oh, I see. No, I just messed that up. There, that's what I want. I just deleted that frame. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you deleting the frame? Alright. Anyway, so I'm dreading going to work on Monday to find out whether or not my sync worked or not. Whether or not the rollback on Dropbox worked. But I don't know. I'm not too optimistic. And it sucks because it was so much work that I was doing, and it was complicated, and I had to figure it out. And because of the beginning of the film. The beginning of the film is always the most complicated. So it was just this, a lot of setup and a lot of like, what is it going to look like and whatnot, and then bam, it just all disappears. It's just nope, bye. And I've been having trouble. I've mentioned this on other streams. I have what's called a Hackintosh, and I like it a lot, but because I built it, it's a little clunky, to say the least, and so sometimes it screws up. So currently my Mac part is totally messed up, and I can't use it, which sucks because I've got software that's registered there that I now can't access or use from Toon Boom, because one of the things I love about Adobe's Creative Cloud license is that it allows you to unlicense everything else on another computer, and then you can use the software somewhere else. Whoever thought that up was a genius, and whoever that genius is did not share it with Toon Boom, because Toon Boom doesn't do that. And it's frustrating because, I mean, you really have to be careful with that license, because, you know, they just don't give it back to you. Years ago, I bought CS3 from Adobe, and my hard drive died after I installed it. In fact, for a while I suspected that the Adobe install actually did it, but yeah, I could never prove that. But it did. My hard drive died, so I had just bought CS3, and then it disappeared and I couldn't use it, and so I had to call up Adobe, and Adobe was like, but we don't know. How do we know that you're just not lying, and you haven't really lost it, but now you just want to use more than one copy? And I said, I don't know. All I know is that I bought your software, and now I don't have it. And they were like, all right, well, we'll give you another copy of it, but that's the only one. And I was like, so you can't just clear out that it didn't exist? And they're like, no, if you ever uninstall it and reinstall it again, you're going to have the same problem. I was like, oh, come on. It made me really angry. For a long time, actually. But fast forward to now, and here I am working for them. How do you like that? You love that feature. Yeah, isn't that great? That's actually one of the best things. I go through computers often between desktops. Yeah, it is too for me. That's exactly why I like it. I can like uninstall it or reinstall it or whatever as I'm using it. It's a very valuable tool. I mean, again, whoever thought that up, hats off to you, because that's pretty cool in my book. And then you can actually use it on multiple computers, and I don't feel, you know, I mean, you already can use it on two, so I appreciate that as well. But, you know, I have a lot of computers, and I like to use the service, so I can just like uninstall it, but just unregister it on one computer, and then get it on another one. That's just fantastic in my book. For somebody like me, that I really appreciate that. Let's see. Why is that moving? I guess just to slow it down a little bit. Alright. And blink, and we can go back to the other one that's here. And then back to this one. Like my desktop won't get out of low res anymore. I don't know why I think about graphics. Oh yeah, that happens. I've had that happen to me actually too. The video card just goes bad eventually. That's probably exactly what it is. All right, let's make this fully visible again, and let's just go back and color some of this again. What, is he supposed to look over there? No, that doesn't work. Oh, that must be one of those things. Let's just close his eyes, maybe? Yeah, that works. Alright, good. Not really. Let's make it a little... Wait, no, actually... There, I think that's what I want. No. No? We want this one. This one. Whoa. think I don't really want it to do that. I think I just want it to go to this. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so now we go here. Let's color him in. And whoa, come on. I'm always thankful for that auto recovery, but it always shows up at the wrong moment. Always. And why is that? That should be locked. I think that was my problem. What? No, I want you to do this. Oh, it's... I see what's going on. There. Alright. Might need an in-between between those two there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There. Dang it. I was cursed. But I didn't. I think that's important to remember. That I did not curse. I am a little irritated with that. Oh, so I don't know if any of you guys play video games, but I mean, it is Twitch, so you probably do. But I like a game, I just bought like the new Skyrim. You know, not new Skyrim, but like the remastered Skyrim for Xbox One. And I've been playing through it, and oh man, I totally screwed myself. It was all cool. I was having a lot of fun playing it. And then yeah, that's what I thought. I'm the wrong layer. There's one part like I got too far and I quick saved over my saving part, and now I'm in this room where I'm not powerful enough to beat the guy that's in the room with me, and so the previous save before that is so is so far back that now I like don't feel like playing a game anymore. I'm just like, ah, dude, I don't want to go back that far. I gotta like learn a whole bunch of new stuff that I already learned. It's kind of in a lot of ways like how I've got to go back and redo all that work at work now because of Dropbox. I hate you, Dropbox. But so then I've been trying to find like some kind of, you know, cheat things so that I can like I'm invincible just for that amount of time so that I can get through it and kill these people in the room. Although it just occurred to me that maybe I could just turn down the hardness of the level. Although that'll probably put me back anyway to the beginning. I don't know. Just kind of irritating. I just want to play the game. It's not supposed to be an irritating thing. Why is life so filled with irritations? I don't know. Alright. I think we did it. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? I need this color. Let's add that swatch to the swatches so that I don't have to do that again. Anyway, so it kind of ruined the game for me. And I had already played through it once before. Like I had it for the Xbox 360 too, the game. So I've already played the entire thing once before, and then I was like, oh, all right, well I'll just change it over to the Xbox 360, but you can't, or I'll change it to the Xbox One, but you can't take your game over from one platform to the other. So I had to start over again, and I was like, that sucks. But then I decided, all right, well, I'll just play differently this time, and I'll play as a like as a magician guy or was sorcerer instead of. It was the first time I played through it. I played like like I was just a barbarian guy, and I just life's so frustrating sometimes. But you know what? Every time I tell anybody that, they're like, oh, well, dang you, at least you're alive. And that's true. Still, it's playing game, man, and it's screwed up on me, man. Like my video games. Alright, I think we're... Oh, I missed his, there. Let's see. Stay healthy. Don't forget. Oh, yeah. Alright, hold on. There isn't cheat codes. There are not cheat codes for the Xbox, but there's mods. So I can change stuff around and, like add different things and whatnot, but like change the settlements and the way things work and whatnot. But I do not think that there is the cheat that I'm looking for where you can just figure that out. There's one thing that lets you, it's supposed to let you teleport, and that's kind of cool, but the only problem with that is that they say that like if you teleport from the wrong place, you can break the game itself. Like because right now I have to finish this game or this part. I have to beat these people in this room, and then I'm like right at the very end where as soon as I kill these guys, I find a key to get out. So I'm at the very end of this part of the story, and I just want to find a way to to kill the guy to get out of the room. I don't care if I cheat. I don't care. I'm happy to cheat. Just want to do it. All right, now where's that? Is that the ball? There it is. So this ball needs to come down ever so slightly so that it feels like. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right. Oh wait, but now I gotta go back up like 1 pixel. No. Oh, that's why. It's this frame. Let's see. The keyframe caddy. Yeah, keyframe caddy is pretty cool, actually. It's a good. It's really a lifesaver in a lot of ways. It does so much. The frame picker's cool too, for a different reason. But I kind of like the. I like the I like keyframe caddy for some reasons. There's another different one that's like that frame picker, and I like them all. Like there's a reason for each one of them to be used. It depends on the situation. I think because none of them are perfect, so they all need help from time to time. But yeah, there's so many things that add to Animate's functionality through plugins and extensions and stuff. I mean, there's so many of them that I use Although I don't have them installed here. And you know why? Because a lot of them I bought and the license didn't transfer over from my Macintosh. So again, we go back to the licensing thing. And just, I've had a frustrating couple of months. But I'm here. I'm alive. And I get to draw every day, which I like. Drawing is fun. Get on the Creative Cloud fast track. Find getting started videos for every app here. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. Look at you, Bat Monkey, with all your information and stuff. Knowing how to do that. That's cool. Hey, where's Vicky today? What happened to CBR? She usually pops in at least once for a couple of minutes, and then she's always baking something in the background, listening. Today she disappeared. Everybody disappeared on me today. I had that one glitch, and everybody's like, "Yeah, bye." I don't blame them. They're like, "Oh no, not another glitch." I hate those things. But it doesn't seem to be buffering much right now, which I guess is good. Sometimes when I was on my Mac, it would just do it all the time. Really irritating. I think my computer, I just need a new one. A friend of mine gave me a new one. He he made the whole thing for me. I mean, well, he didn't make it, but he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. It's a nice, powerful PC too. He's a good friend of mine, and he was like gonna throw it out. I'm like, oh, dude, I'll take it. And it just so happens to coincide with my computer starting to die. But I haven't really messed with it yet because it's kind of hard to use because I don't have the ability. I don't have the ability to have 3 monitors on it yet, and I use all 3 of these monitors, so I need to get something to extend that, and I forget what I need, but I don't have it, so it hasn't replaced my real computer yet, or my current one, but it's gonna have to do that. And then I don't know what I'll do with this one. I would just keep this as a backup as well. Or maybe, well, it's not really working well, so I was going to say maybe I'd use it as my server, because I got my server over there now. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just pilfer it for parts and whatnot. I don't know. Looks like CBR's lurking. Is she? Where? I didn't see her. She didn't even say anything. Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for visiting our happy little stream here. I'm animating, which apparently is very rare in the Adobe wilderness, and not as interesting as drawing realistic things, I guess. I guess I could do a realistic piece. I just don't like to. It's more fun. I don't know what I would do anyway. Not really a realistic artist. I guess I could animate like a big monster or something running or doing something, or coming at the camera. I could do some guy doing parkour or something. I prefer telling the stories. It's kind of pointless to me if you're not doing a story. Like, I don't need to draw a picture of a hot chick just for the heck of it. I'd rather tell a story about a hot chick. Or so that I'm not sexist, a hot guy. How about that? Not that I really know much about hot guys, but, just trying to be PC. How is drawing more interesting? That's silly. It's the same thing. um, it isn't the same thing, actually. Drawing one picture and painting it and coloring it in and whatnot is not really the same thing as animating. There's like an added thing to animating. Because at the end of the day, you get to watch the film as well. Whereas when you're just drawing, you're doing the same exact thing, and by the time you're done, you just get to the point where you're done. Whereas like this, I don't think it's more interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking nonsense. I was just saying that animation is a little bit different. I think it's probably a little more tedious and people don't like to watch it as much. I mean, this is kind of tedious. I'm just drawing the same thing over and over again. So maybe people don't like it as much. I don't know. But the difference between doing something else, just like drawing, and drawing animation is that you can watch it move afterwards. I really went to town on the antic there, didn't I? There's a lot of drawings just for an anticipation, which you have to have in animation. Anticipations are, even if it's realistic animation, you need to anticipate the power. Like as he's doing this, he's building up the power in order to throw this ball. So he's slowly like building it up as he moves backwards, and then he can throw it. I think his head's too big here, though. I just noticed that. Yep, it's too big. Right there. Yeah, I'll color it all first. And I think that's the frame there. That was the frame that was too big for some reason. Let's shrink this head a little bit. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even do the rest of that arm anyway. Alright. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. Alright. There we go. Now let's fix this. There's another thing I like about Animate, that you can grab parts of the line itself and fix it. I mean, I know, from what I understand, you can do that with, you can kind of do that with Illustrator, you know, Bezier curves and whatnot, but I like that it just hides that. I think all vector drawing should do that. Again, I know it does it anyway, but I'm talking about from a, without having to deal with the tools and the little handles. I don't know. It's kind of cool. Let's see. If you'd like to check out previous episodes of this, here is with Hey It's Shystrix. Okay. I'm not shy. Hey It's Shystrix, but okay. That monkey, what are you doing, man? With that line. Oh, this? Well, here, I'll show you. So, if I want to... The way Flash works, or Animate, works, you see how, like, some of these lines are a little bit messed up, right? Well, I can fix them, because if as I drag my cursor towards the line, you'll see, like, at one point it just pops with that little bent line there, and I can drag out, and it actually, when that little line invokes, it's selecting the actual points of the line, and it allows me to straighten stuff out. Or sometimes, like if the line isn't closed and you just want to quickly go and select the line so that it's closed, I can do that. Or, you know, so this was a little wobbly here, so I could fix it. Not that it really matters that much, but anyway, It's a cool little feature, and only Animate does that. And there's no other program that has that, which, at least as far as I know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I think that's unique to Animate, and it's been in Flash forever. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Oh, Bat Monkey made a mistake. Oh well, that's fine, dude. No worries. I was just wondering what you were doing. That's cool. Well, do it for my stream. Let's see. Am I actually Is this the same? No. Is it the same drawing? No, it's not. I was thinking maybe I could just reuse that drawing, but it's a different drawing. There's some serious anticipation going here. Anybody here is old enough to remember the Heinz commercials? They used to use an old 60s song, and it would just be video on the bottle as the bottle is pouring the ketchup out of its out of its what do you call it, spigot there. And they sang this song called Anticipation, which I think was a song by Helen Reddy. I'm not sure, but nobody's watching me today. Sorry. It always happens when everything disappears like that. It's so irritating. Let me see. If I go to YouTube, let's see. I wonder if it exists. It's like 30 seconds. Heinz Anticipation commercial. Here it is. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. There. Yeah, there it is.
What do you think? Can I stay over tomorrow night too?
Rich Heinz ketchup. The taste is worth the wait.
Hey, what's up, Tater B? How you doing? I was just showing this old commercial that I remember. Because, like, this is like anticipation, because you're anticipating watching the thing. Anyway. Anyhow. Well, that's like, then I just saw there was like other ones there to watch. Old commercials. And there's that one with the Indian. That was about how's Indians crying because we're all destroying the land. Because we pollute it. And it's funny to know that Indian, if you've seen it, which you probably haven't. I think all you guys are younger than me, but that Indian was actually Italian. He wasn't American Indian. But which probably doesn't make any sense to what I'm saying there, but you know. Well, let me see if I can find that one. YouTube. Just so that it doesn't sound like I'm a complete idiot. Heinz. Really, why doesn't it remember what I already did? I hate when it does that. Alright, so we'll play that one again. And then, is it there? Yeah, this one. No, that's all different ones. Never mind. Never mind, forget it. Shut up, Milo. Just talk. Just do your thing. Alright, yeah, back to Carbonate. I'm making another film with him. But I think that I don't think what time is it? It's 3:10. I definitely won't finish this today, but when I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to that cat and dog short that I was working on, and I'm just going to finish that. Then I've got another one that I want to do. I got a whole bunch of shorts, but I think the next one I'm going to do is about a deer and a rabbit. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go back to. I also have my. Have another one of these. Another Carbonate idea that I could do. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. I'll do it. I'll find something to do. I like doing these little shorts though, because they're easier to do than like an actual film. Although I think that film's coming along nicely. I'm quite happy with it. Alright. We're getting there. I think this is the last one. And then he hauls off and throws it. And I should get far because the next drawing, when he starts to throw it, I think there's only like 2 drawings, and then I have him just flip over using the same drawing. So that'll push me further down the line a little bit. No! Alright, that's the last one. So many drawings. So many drawings. Well, that's how animation is, right? That's what you do. Sequential drawing. But it is a lot of work. You learn how to, although I would also say that animation is pretty, it's very good with making sure that you, you know, you can draw things from multiple angles, because you have to, have to understand how the body works here in order to caricature it and draw him. I mean, a real person wouldn't antic back this far. So I've had to learn how to make that work. And obviously eyes wouldn't be this big, so I have to learn how to draw the regular body in order to caricature it. And animation's really good for that as a practicing tool, because you're forced to do it. Like, I mean, if you're just drawing a picture, you don't necessarily have to draw lots of different angles of it, because you're just going to paint this one painting. Whereas with this, wait, I think I did that wrong, because I think, yeah, the previous drawing was like that. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Kit Kat and Capoodle. Yep, exactly. There's such a steady hand drawing the head. My lines would be too scribbly. Well, yeah, I've gotten pretty good with that. Although my lines are still, they look good maybe to you, but they're, the lines are actually pretty crappy half the time. One of the things that helps is this. Here's another thing. I don't know if you've seen this, but in newer versions of Animate, you can rotate the screen. And the way that you do that is with Shift and Space. When you hold down the Shift and the Space key and rotate the cursor, you can change the angle of the drawing just like you would if you had a piece of paper. And then when you want to reset it, you just hit this little square here and it centers the stage back the way it was. That's a great tool. The Animate team has really gone to far lengths to try and appease us animators and artists, because they've really done a great job, I think, they actually have been listening to us, our community. You know, when we say we need this, why is this happening? Why can't you make it work like this? They go, oh, well, we didn't know that you'd want it to look like that or work like that, but we'll take that into consideration. And then, you know, another iteration of the program comes out, and you're like, dude, you totally did that. Like, cause this frame picker extension here came about from our community of you know, the artists and animators that we all do beta testing. Colin does beta testing too on this program, and actually you too can do beta testing if you're interested in it. But because anybody can do it, it's, you know, it's just you don't do it if you're not going to comment on stuff. It's not just to get free beta software. It's, you know, you're actually actively helping and making the software better. Keyframer is another guy. He's an animator on this Adobe channel, and he does it too. He's a beta tester as well. Is that? No. Oh, that's the ball. Oh, okay. All right. So what do we got here? All right, that one. Let's see. You're right. I never did tell you how to do that. So you never did finish telling us how to. You said you got to come up with a good name, and then you have to come up with a good hook. What's next? All right. Is this a job or a hobby? Yeah. Yeah, that's all you gotta do, Bat. Is this a job or a hobby? This is a job. I mean, I guess I don't know how to answer that. I'm a professional animator, if that's what you're asking. What I'm making is for a hobby, I guess, because it's my film and I'm just making it for fun. So maybe it's both? Anyway, to answer your question, let's see, let me see. Can't improve your product if you don't listen to the main force of users using it. Yes. Oh, and Batmonkey does it too, right? Crap, I need food. I don't make sense. So I can get the software for free. Yes, you can get the software for free. I mean, you don't actually get the real thing. You'll get the beta software for a while until it goes golden, and then that software will stop working. But they're always perpetually working on it. So, you know, you may go like a month or two without having the software, but it comes back, and you get to see, you know, previous, you know, preview features and whatnot, and then comment on them, and it's pretty cool. Like, there's some really cool stuff coming up with Animate, but of course I can't talk about it because I'm under an NDA, and so I can't really say anything about it. But I can tell you that there's some really cool stuff they're messing around with, and it's just great to be a part of that community. You know, there's a lot of really smart people involved in there. Well, actually, I didn't meet Colin that way. I met him in the forums, but that dude, I don't know if you're still listening, Colin, but that dude's smart, which is really, you know, it's just nice to, and he knows so much about this program and others, and it's really nice to know a guy that knows that stuff. Like, you know, you're in the 11th hour on something's going wrong, and it's nice to know that that guy is out there, that he's going to help you and fix it for you if he can. That's, you know, I don't know, that's huge value to me. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. He's always like the #1 person that answers questions in the Adobe Animate forum. There's a couple others, but Colin's almost always the first one. Yeah, he's still listening. Let's see. It used to be that if you contributed to the beta enough, you'd be given a free copy when it's released, but now you need a CC subscription to use the betas. So anything you get is early access. Yeah, that's actually true, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, she could take part in the betas. Although I don't have a link. I can't find a link now, but maybe Colin can direct you towards where you can sign up for that. I mean, honestly, the thing to think about, though, with this is don't just sign up because you think you're getting free software. If you use this software, great. If you think you'll use it, great. If you use it once a month, don't bother. Because these guys aren't giving you free software so that you have cool free software. They're giving it to you because they need your help in helping them decide the future of the program. And they, I mean, most programmers, they don't really use this program. I mean, they use it to like, oh, all right, well, look, the brush works. Okay, look, I can do a brush. Okay, the brush works. All right, the eraser works. But they don't sit and actually do things like I'm doing right now, where you use it day in and day out, or even for hours at a time. And then you discover problems with it. I've logged so many bugs simply because I use the program. So unless you use it a lot, I wouldn't bother with it. But if you do, then it would be great because then you can add to the community and round that off. Then when I first started doing that, there wasn't that many animators involved. But now there's probably 4 or 5 of them now, which is pretty great actually. So anyway, I don't know, Colin, do you have a link for that? Yeah. Hi, hon. It's my wife again. Hi, wife.
Hi and bye.
I've only got 45 minutes left.
Okay.
So I'm going to come up and get a smooch.
Have fun.
All right. Oh yeah. Well. All right. The thing is that with TrippyTube, I don't know who the beta people are for Illustrator. I do know the Animate people, but I don't know the Illustrator guys. But I'm sure that's maybe look up on the web. There's a whole community out there. Sometimes those things are closed though too. I know the Animate one. They're actively seeking people because I think this is a smaller. It's not used by as many people, whereas like Illustrator is used by a number of different industries. Animation is a smaller industry, so there's a smaller user base. But like I tried to get on the Adobe makes this software called Story, which allows you to it's like a screenwriting program. It's actually pretty cool, and it's free if you have the Adobe the Adobe Cloud application installed. And you have to have an account with Adobe, but that's free. But anyway, it's pretty cool if you want to write, screen software and stuff. Oh, that's all right. Well, I only got 2 out of that, but all right. You know what? Let's go back and color these drawings I did. Just a couple, but let's do it. Anyway, all right. So anyway, Bat Monkeys thing. Hey, what's up, Morgan Betham? How you doing? And Momo Mischief, what's up? How you guys doing? Thank you for tuning in to the stream. We're just all chatting about animation and whatnot. I'm animating a little short piece of animation, a little short film. Again. But anyway, what I was going to tell... Bat Monkey, I'm sorry I keep missing your question. But I will try and get to it right now. So the first thing that you do, as I said, if you're gonna make an animated series concept and you want to pitch it to the networks, I know you want me to just say the steps, but there are other things as well. The one thing is you have to have a good name for it, a good catchy name. But another thing you really need to do, and you really need to do this in order to sell anything, is you have to watch the network. I can't tell you how many people, like, because I also teach development, like a development class as well sometimes, on how to develop shows. And I can't tell you how many times I know people, they're like, yeah, I want to develop a show and blah, blah, blah. And then they don't watch the network. Well, so if you want to pitch to Cartoon Network, you should know what Cartoon Network makes. So that's kind of an important thing to think about. But aside from that, the first step really is you need the characters. So and you need to know the world, and you need to figure out the relationships between those people. So in a presentation, the first thing you usually have is a log line. Log line is like a one sentence explanation. Like, so if you're watching, let's say you got a Netflix, every single Netflix video or series says in one sentence what that series is about. You have to be able to do that, and there's a number of reasons for it. One, it's so the network can look at it and they can say they'll usually ask you for a log line, and if you can explain the log line in one sentence, then they know that, oh, all right, I get that concept, and instantly I know that that's not for me, so thank you, don't waste my time, don't bother coming in. Or they go, oh, that intrigues me, and they're interested in it then, and they want to see more, and then it moves on. So that's usually the first thing usually you do like a Word document. It's called a presentation or a leave behind. And you usually start with the log line. You have the title, then you have the log line, then below that, usually it's like the backstory or a paragraph explaining the concept. What is this show about? Who are the main characters? Why do I care? What does that character want in life? And how is this show going to show how that's important? So, those things are important. It's essential. So once you figure that stuff out, and that's not really very easy to do, but once you figure that out, then the next step is to break down who the characters are. Like, who's the main guy? Oh, SpongeBob, and there's Patrick, and there's, Mr. Crab and whatnot. And how do they? And then you break down who they are and how they relate to each other. Mr. Crab doesn't like SpongeBob, blah, 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 because he's always so optimistic, and Mr. Krabs is a pessimist, and, he's always so angry, and blah, blah, blah. And Patrick is really dumb, but Patrick loves SpongeBob. They're best friends, and, SpongeBob is forever optimistic and very naive, and so you break down all of that stuff. And then, if there's other elements to it, you can break down those, more about the world, and you always break down who the bad guy is, because you can't really have a series, even SpongeBob, you can't have a bad guy, you can't have a series without a bad guy. You've got to have that in the show. So then you break down who the secondary characters are, and how they fit in, and how they challenge your hero. How do they fit into his world, and how do they mess up his world? Because if you've got the protagonist, you have to have the antagonist, and how does the antagonist antagonize the protagonist? That's an important part of it as well. So then once you've figured all that stuff out, and again, it's not easy, but once you figure that stuff out, then you need to write what's called springboards. Springboards are basically synopsises of story ideas. Little simple, one sentence, maybe 2 or 3 sentences if it's really complicated, or if it's like a half-hour show or something, of what the episode's going to be about. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it explains basically what's going to happen in this episode, and if it's a comedy episode, why it's funny, and how it's going to resolve itself in like 3 sentences. And from there, usually there's artwork in it, but you don't have to have artwork to pitch, because if you don't think you're a very good artist, but you're a really good writer, you can pitch that way. you know, and they'll find you somebody. 9 times out of 10, anything you pitch, they don't want the artwork anyway. They don't. It's not their style. It doesn't fit them perfectly. And honestly, you don't want to have the perfect style, because if you develop something and make it, you know, perfect for Cartoon Network, well, it's not going to work for Nickelodeon. And then you're going to be stuck with a project that only you can pitch to one network, and you don't want that either. So there's a lot, you know, a lot going on in there. I've pitched hundreds of ideas. I've gotten, like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, I've gotten 10 development deals. I've made, I don't know, what, 5 pilots, 6 pilots, and that's the way I've found it to work. But the other thing about developing, though, that you should know is that it's almost impossible to get in and pitch to a network without being represented. So in other words, what you need is an agent to do it. And the reason they do that is so that they're protected. And the reason that you want to do it is so that you're protected. So that at this moment in time, you know, Mike Milo and Nickelodeon sat down and Mike pitched this concept, and we did it on this day. And then that way, if they come up with something similar, it protects you in some ways to say, hey guys, remember that day when I came in and then now you have a show that's exactly like mine? You know, like the Bat Monkey show. I had this idea, and they make a, you know, they make something similar to Bat Monkey or whatever. I don't know. It's important to protect yourself. Some of the ways that you can protect yourself. What the heck, man? Yeah, I hate that. It's not easy to protect yourself, honestly, because the networks they look at stuff all day. They look at hundreds of projects. They decide stuff, and anything you pitch to them, they're eventually going to come across. They're going to use. You know, it may not. They won't use the entire project you have, but they'll probably use. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. I have to go all the way back here. What time is it? I got a half an hour left. Oh, I didn't color any of this. Let's go back here. How did I forget that? I don't know. But anyway, that's the long and short of how to pitch and come up with a concept. It's not easy, and probably the best way to do it is to just do it, and you'll know if it's not good, mostly because no one will buy it. But it's, you know, it's just like anything. You're never gonna. You have to write a lot of crap in order to come up with a concept that's good. That's really just the long and short of it. But you got to do it in order to do that. So you should just do it. Get the crap out of the way so that you can do good quality. Hopefully that makes any sense. I don't know. I may not even listening. It doesn't look like anybody listened to that whole conversation there, but whatever. You asked me the question, I answered it. Now I can't say that I didn't. Alright. We're getting there. My lines aren't so very nice in this, but you don't really notice it when it's moving around. Alright, so now I need just the feet. Wait, no, I don't want that. What happened? There. Oh, wait. There, that way. Come on. That frame. That frame. That frame. Alright. Just about the... Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta do the tongue there. And I think I gotta do the eyes. I think I missed the eyes, too. Bam, bam. And obviously I missed all this stuff, too. You know, it's drawing stuff. All right. Oh, and I got the teeth. I got a whole bunch of crap to do still. All right, let's go back to when we missed this. All right, come on. Not that complicated. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Matt Guyver? How you doing? Are you up next? You must be next, huh? Question: doesn't Animate have a global color option where if you want to change his shirt color later? No, it doesn't. It used to have swatches, but I think that was just pre-development. I don't think you can actually do that. No, it doesn't have that ability. Or if it does, I don't know how to do that yet. Because I've looked for it, and I've seen it in, like, betas, and then it just kind of disappeared. So I think they couldn't make it work well enough. But no, it doesn't. But, anyway, man, thanks for that. I was listening, I was blown away by your drawing. Pretty nice. Oh, thank you. Hey, what's up, Fawn's Fate? Thank you for showing up. Highly appreciated advice, and this can be applied in many things when it comes out. Yeah, it absolutely can. It's like you're picking from standard. Yes, I am. I am picking from standard colors, just because it's easier. Oh, cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Momo Mischief. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. It has tagged swatches. Does it? Where are those? Because I'll tell you what. It does have that. I know it says that it has it, but I don't know where they are. What? Now I just broke it. Is that it? That's a swatch, but is that create a new swatch? Convert to a tagged swatch. There you go. Yeah, I never really used that. I mean, I saw it, and it's fairly new too. So there you go. Now I've just learned something as well. I tend to just do this stuff down and dirty, to be quite honest. Just drawing, just getting it done. I do have shortcuts that I do, but at the end of the day, I just draw and be done. It's easier. Well, it's easier for me. Come on. There. Thank you. Alright, I'll finish this part, and then I'll play what I've done so far so everybody can see it again. Although I don't know if we got a couple of new people. You just click the outline box on the swatch menu and make it a tag. Alright. Yeah, oh, Jazzy uses it all the time. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I should probably get into using that more often. I was looking for it. I remember when they added the feature, or they talked about the feature, they showed it to me actually when they came to visit me here in LA. But I didn't know that it had been permanently added. Because then I tried looking for it when I started making my little short film about the cat and the dog. And the cats and the dog, and it didn't, which probably most of you, some of you have probably seen. In fact, probably most of you have, because all you kind people that always tune into me have seen it. But anyway, I tried looking for that so that I could globally change stuff, and I don't know, I couldn't find it. But now that I know that it's there, I'll definitely do that. It would be nice to have, like, it should have its own palette though, you know, so that you know what you're looking at. Alright, here we go. Almost there. Did I don't know if I did the whites. Let's see, is the whites of his eyes? No, they're not colored. Get his tongue in there. Wait, hold on. There. I know I had a tongue in this. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hold on. All right. So there we go. So now, shoo! All right. So let's put this back here so that you see what's going on. So this is the film so far. I think we'll let's save it, just cause. Let's see. Oh, you want to hear his voice? Oh, well, he doesn't really talk in this one, but I have another one that I can show you that I did. Let's see. So anyway, this is the film to this stage, and then I'll show you the previous ones if you want to see the other ones, because we're running out of time anyway.
Hey, what gives? Who knocked that ball into my window? All right, who did that? Oh, so you're some kind of chicken, are you? Come on out, chicken.
So the last thing I need a line there. I don't know what that line is, but he's gonna say, "Well, he did call me a chicken," something like that. I think that's probably where I'm gonna go with it. So here, I'll show you. All of these that I've done have been done in. Let's see, they've all been done on this stream actually, and if you want to watch them being made, you can watch them on this stream or on my own personal one or on my YouTube channel. Let's see, let's see, I think it was this Paint 4. Alright, so this is the one that I did of Carbonate before this. It's gonna take a second for you to see it. He asked for a chicken. There you go. Should change your stage to an off-white so you know when you haven't filled in white spots. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Alright, thank you, Bat Monkey. That's a good idea. Alright, so here's the previous one that I did. And I animated this whole thing here on this live in front of all, you know, you guys, the people here. So, alright, ready? Anyway, so that was the last one I did, and I don't remember I forget who was it that did the car. The car was drawn by somebody here. I think it was it I Am Some? I forget. I know Bat Monkey did one version, and then so that's just that car there was drawn by somebody on the team here. So all right, so there's that one. Then this one was another one that I did. And where is it? Actually, I think this one is Dropbox. I need to put it over here though. Dropbox Development, Carbonate, and let's see, Carbonate stuff, Carbonate Animation. There you go. This is the Adobe one. So this was how I got into doing this stream stuff. I animated this live in front of, I don't know, probably 500 people across the world for the unveiling of and the rebranding of Flash to becoming Animate. So anyway, this is this one. I animated this over a 3-day period up in San Francisco. I'm down in in Los Angeles. But anyway, this will show you. Here's his voice. You can see his voice, or hear his voice.
Greetings, ladies and gentle doodles. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Carbon 8, and I am an artificial life made in a lab. I am made of carbon, which is of course the building blocks of all life. So I can do this, and this, and this. Because I am Carbon 8, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 before me. But they all went kaboom! Me? Oh sure, I can explode too. I unexplode as well. See? Yay me! I can also do this. The army doesn't like me very much.
Anyway, there you go. And what he says at the end, because everybody always asks, what did he say at the end? And the army doesn't like me very much, because I wrote a story about him that is basically about the army watches him. He was made in a lab by a professor or scientist, and then he ended up. He carbonates when he gets upset or frustrated or happy or whatever, and he turns into this monster. And when he did that, he destroyed the lab. Well, the government sent the whole thing packing, and they told the scientist to get rid of him, and he couldn't do that. So the scientist took him home to live with his family, and that's kind of the whole story. But now the government still watches him. So there's this guy that watches him, like a what's the word I'm looking for? There is an FBI agent that watches him, that's trying to capture him and show him that prove that he's a menace to society. Anyway, I'm thinking about other things while I'm doing that. Sorry about that. So here's the first thing that I ever did of Carbonate. And that's it. I was just messing around with that one. And then here's the second one. See that we've got I don't have much time left anyway. Just show you the. Wait, is this it? Oh, then I don't have the right font for this one. Oh, and you know what? Actually, this one's not a good one because it doesn't have the audio in it. So I won't show you that one. Oh wait, or it does it? No, it doesn't. Anyway, and then the last one. I don't know. Did I actually? Oh, this is Carbonate Sneezes. I did this one. This is kind of a down and dirty one. I don't even know if I colored this one. Hey, what's up, Neil? How you doing? Thank you. Oh, this is no, this is a different one. Yeah, that's the. I never finished this one. That's the scientist dad. So here was the first. I was gonna animate this one, and I just never finished it. But I need to. So at this point, what's supposed to happen is the man's like, Carbonate, are you taking a bath like you're supposed to? And then we cut to him, and Carbonate comes out of the door, and that's why it's flopping like that. He comes out and walks by, and he's like, "Yep, I even washed my clothes," but I just never finished it. I have to finish it. But once there one, yeah, this is the one where he takes a bath in the toilet. Don't you have a spy watching him and his brother Boudreaux? Yeah, I do. And next week I'll pitch that to you guys if you're interested in seeing it. I don't have enough time to do it right now, so I can't do it for you. But and then there's one other one too that I did about carbonate farting, which actually I think is probably my favorite one. Let's see, Adobe carbonate. Where is it? I think it was under here. Carbonate farts. Here it is. Makes me laugh. And then it just cycles over and over again. So that's pretty much it. But I did all of these live. I didn't do this one live. I have to finish this one. I will at some point. I don't know why the hell that door keeps on popping off and on. Oh, I guess that's why. It needs to be a single frame. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, I did a whole film with carbonate. I have to record the audio, and I haven't done that yet. But my time is almost up. Let's see. I'll see if I can find it at least, and you can see. Carbonate film. Did I actually do the animating? Now I'm curious. Oh yeah, no, I never did it. That's his brother. That's Boudreaux. Here's the board. Yeah, here. Again, I don't really have time to pitch the whole thing, because it takes too long to do, but this is basically the story. And carbonates, and then they realize that someone's watching them, an FBI agent, and then we see that there's the government watching them, and he's like, get me evidence that creature is a menace to America. And then his brother decides that he's going to go, he tells him to stay right here, and he's going to go and get rid of the FBI agent. And he uses the carbon, because carbon is the building blocks of all life, and he can actually change into something else. And he changes into an old lady, and he walks, and he starts fighting with the guy. And meanwhile, Carbonate doesn't pay attention, and he demonstrates his ability to morph into anything. So it's really like a origin episode. And then they start messing with him. These two bullies start messing with him, and then he messes with them. And anyway, so that's essentially the story. And but Carbonate is only 8 years old. He's like, not really all there yet, because he's brand new. And so this is I'm going to eventually animate this film, but I got to finish my other film first, the cat and the dogs one, or the cats and the dog one. So I'll do that. That's probably the next thing I will do after I finish this carbonate thing. Your style seems similar to the cartoon on the Nick Loud House. Yeah, well, there's kind of like a lot of people everybody is inspired by other people. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe it does look like that. But anyway, there you go. That's pretty much it. I got 6 minutes left. I appreciate all of you taking the time to watch me, because you didn't have to. So anyway, so that's where this guy comes from, and you can hear his voice. And I'll definitely animate that short, because it's fun. I stopped because some of the I originally storyboarded that cartoon, and then I started second guessing myself and thinking, well, how else can I make it a little bit better, and what can I add that will add personality so that it's clear what you get, and what the whole thing is about. Thank you, Art. Yup, yeah, I appreciate that, and thank you, Dave 5005 for coming in and watching me. I appreciate it. Slim arms, legs, and big heads. Yeah, well, it's a cartoony style, and that seems to be when you want to make characters cute, you want to give them a big head and a small body like babies. So, this character, I wanted him to be cute, so I designed this style for that. This style really comes out of another style that I had. Out of another project that I have, which, seeing that I've got 5 minutes left, I'll show you really quick. You can see a little bit of the artwork, but I can't show you the whole thing, but I can show you some of it. Here's artwork, models, color, JPEGs. Alright, so here you go. Where is he? Here. That's where that style comes from. I developed this idea, and that's where he comes from, is that character's design. And here's his brother. So that's essentially where this whole even the carbonate thing comes from. But anyway, this is a thing I did for a network, and they chose not to take it. But anyhow. All right. Well, and when they get older, like nobody has noses, but when they get older, they get a nose then. Like, as they grow, like a nose appears when they're adults. Because otherwise it was too weird. They started looking strange without that nose. It was kind of weird looking. But anyway, thanks, Preachers. Oh, cool. Well, thank you and welcome, Switch. I appreciate that. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. That's very cool. All right. Well, I still got 3 minutes left. I guess I'll just draw until it's done. Up next is Matt Guyver. You gotta stay and watch him. He does a lot of everything that he does as an illustrator. And if you want to know anything about Illustrator, you should stay tuned. Plus, he also talks about design, and you can ask him questions and whatnot. He's pretty knowledgeable fella, so he's totally worth taking your time to watch, probably more than I am, honestly. But I don't really teach so much, I just draw. But he tends to teach people, which I think is very valuable. And sometimes I teach, but not near as much as a lot of the people on these streams. But anyway, that's me. So this week, I got 2 minutes left. This week I actually go back to teaching on Monday nights. I know none of you live here, so it doesn't really do you much good, or you don't really care, but I'm just trying to find something to say until I'm done. But I go back to teaching storyboarding on Monday nights here, which I'm a little excited about, but I'm a little nervous about, because it's always nervous. I always get nervous. You get a new class of people, and it's just like, oh yeah, who are you? You're gonna tell us what to do? I don't know. They're all adults, and they're all paying like $3,000, $1,500 to take the class, but it's still, I don't know. It's just hard to put yourself out there. This is a little easier because you're not all standing there in front of me. Anyway, it looks like my time is up. thank you very much for spending this Saturday afternoon with me. I will be back next Saturday at the same time from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I would love it if you join me. Stay tuned for Matt Guyver, who's up next. And I will see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Bye.